The map of Japan created by Ino Tadataka was, in fact, born from the obsession of a man past his 50s. We will uncover the astonishing truth of why he became so engrossed in surveying. His map was surprisingly accurate, even when compared to modern GPS data. Its error was a mere 0.1%. Yet, this precision was impossible with the technology of his time. Hidden within this astonishing accuracy was a secret that defied the common knowledge of the era. What were the years of surveying, the passion, and the untold hardships he endured? In this video, we will explain 3 key points. Why did he start surveying at age 50? How did he create such an accurate map? And what hidden truths lie behind the map's completion? Now, let's delve into that truth. The main feature also details the hardships Ino Tadataka faced and the contributions of his disciples. Ino Tadataka was born and raised in Kujikuri, Chiba Prefecture. However, he was not a born scholar. Remarkably, Tadataka was a local headman and a successful merchant, having made his fortune in sake brewing and rice trading. Yet, an insatiable curiosity for learning always lay hidden within his heart. At 50, he handed over his family headship and decided to retire. He then moved to Edo, embarking on a new life with the goal of deeply studying astronomy and calendrical science. Here, a fateful encounter awaited Tadataka, a meeting with Takahashi Yashitoki, the shogunate's official astronomer. Takahashi was struck by Tadataka's enthusiasm and accepted him as a disciple. Astronomy was the cutting-edge science of the time, and its knowledge was essential for surveying. Under Takahashi, Tadataka mastered the latest surveying techniques and equipment, meticulously learning, in particular, the art of accurately measuring latitude. This knowledge of astronomy would become the pillar supporting the astonishing accuracy of his later maps. So, how did he actually get the opportunity to survey? Tadataka proposed to his teacher, Takahashi Yashitoki, that he survey Izoki, present-day Hokkaido. This was to be at his own expense. The shogunate granted permission because they desired an accurate map of Izoki for future coastal defense needs. However, Izoki at the time was an undeveloped land. Surveying there involved unimaginable hardships. So, how exactly did he conduct the survey? In 1800, Tadataka departed for Izoki to survey it. His surveying team consisted of only a few members. Pacing was the primary method. They counted their steps with a tally stick to calculate distance, and measured direction and latitude with a compass and a quadrant. Though seemingly mundane, he meticulously recorded data every day. Temperature, weather, number of steps, distance, direction, latitude. Coastlines were surveyed by boat, and mountainous regions by measuring angles from afar. Sometimes they even enlisted the cooperation of local residents. However, surveying inevitably involves errors. How did Tadataka manage to minimize these errors? He repeatedly surveyed the same locations and corrected errors by comparing the acquired data. It was a tireless repetition of painstaking work. Furthermore, he maintained constant contact with his teacher, Takahashi Yashitoki, in Edo, incorporating the latest astronomical information to refine his surveying methods. The completed map of Izoki astonished the shogunate. Impressed by its accuracy, the shogunate ordered a nationwide survey. What began as a private endeavor finally evolved into a nationwide project. However, the shogunate had other motives. The shogunate supported Tadataka's survey because they needed accurate coastal defense maps in preparation for the arrival of foreign ships. In 1804, at the age of 59, Tadataka embarked on his second survey, covering the Tohoku, Kanto, and Chubu regions. The surveying team also grew in number, with roles specialized. Some measured distance, others direction, and others recorded data. Through years of experience, Tadataka established his own unique surveying techniques. He also devised ways to consistently return to the starting point to avoid cumulative errors. The number of years he spent surveying the entire country was an astonishing 17. The distance he covered amounted to approximately 40,000 kilometers. During that time, Tadataka continued to survey actively even past the age of 70. His physical and mental resilience was extraordinary. However, his body was undeniably being worn down. Despite this, Tadataka never gave up on his dream of completing the map. Then, in 1818, Tadataka passed away at the age of 73. However, the map of Japan was still unfinished. Until just before his death, Tadataka instructed his disciples to organize the survey data and create the map. His dying wish was passed on to them. Central to this effort was Takahashi Kageyasu, son of Takahashi Yashitoki. He worked tirelessly to complete the map even after Tadataka's death. The disciples continued their meticulous calculations and drafting work, based on the enormous volume of survey data Tadataka had left behind. Hardships continued until its completion, particularly the Siebold incident, where German physician Philipp Franz von Siebold attempted to smuggle out a copy of the map, posed a major crisis. However, thanks to the disciples' efforts and the shogunate's protection, the map was safeguarded and prevented from leaking outside. Then, in 1821, the Dai Nihon and Kai Yochizenzu, complete map of Japan's coastal regions, was finally completed. This was 3 years after Tadataka's death. This map boasted such accuracy that a German geographer in the Meiji era praised it as being world-class. Why did Ino Tadataka start surveying at age 50? It was driven by intellectual curiosity and a passion to put what he had learned into practice. How did he create such an accurate map? It was thanks to his knowledge of astronomy, painstaking pacing, and an obsession with thoroughly correcting errors. What hidden truths lie behind the map's completion? It was not only Tadataka's own passion but also the cooperation of his teacher and disciples, and the shogunate's support. Ino Tadataka's great achievement was accomplished through the perseverance of one man, supported by the cooperation of many others. And that map became a valuable foundation supporting Japan's modernization. The map left by Ino Tadataka was not merely geographical information. Perhaps it was Japan's compass, guiding it towards the future.